that your father gave the land to Mr. Nathan Seeley for this house?
When he went bankrupt.
When Mr. Seeley went bankrupt.
Right.
You're telling me that he owned the large house next door and went bankrupt and didn't have anywhere for his wife and 2 children. He had a boy and a girl, Nathan Jr. and Lillian, to live, and so with that he built this little house. Your father gave him 12 and a half feet
of land. He had no place to build but up, so
there he went. And so now we're going to walk into the house. You could see there's quite a bit of a front yard with a little stone walk up to it. The house has 2 doors. The door on the right leads into the house. The door on the left leads down to the cellar. What kind of a man was Mr. Seeley?
They were beautiful people. Very hard-working man. Unfortunately, things didn't work out. The bank wouldn't wait for the payment, and he just lost everything.
Where did he live when he was building the house? Do you remember?
They lived someplace on Fenimore Road. I don't remember exactly where.
I'm told that he just picked up bits and pieces.
Yes.
As he'd walk along the street, he'd find some kind of a piece of stone or a piece of board, and this is what he'd use for the house.
Right.
Let's go in.
Sure.
You'll notice the door, beautiful with 1 large and 2 small glasses. Right here to the right, you'll see a little small cathedral type window. We just wonder where he picked it up.
Wait. This is the living room.
The couch, you tell me, is the same couch that has been here.
The original couch.
It's couch.
Supposed to be an antique. It's a it's a bed.
It is a bed.
Right. It opens up.
Oh my.
It's all.
Oh, it's kind of been eaten up, but
Yes.
that's, you could see that the beautiful lines in the wood that was here. You'll notice that in the building, Mr. Seeley also made a place for a mailbox. There's a little tiny place with a mail slot here that the mail would just come on down and they wouldn't have to go outside. There's the slot. The postman could just put the letter in and it would be there for them to take. It's quite unique.
Thought of everything.
Yes. And here again we have a little tiny windows here in the living room, but they're quite adequate for this size room.
Let me tell you this up here. Tom, he went to college, and there's not much space in here, but they made shelves up there, and he used that like for his books, storing his books.
Who is Tom?
Tom is the son.
The son.
Tom.
What college did he go to? Do you recall?
Virginia, I'm not sure.
Uh-huh. What do you know? What he studied?
He's a professor in up at New Haven right now. See the shelves there?
Yes.
They made use of every little space.
Was this mirror here?
That was there, yes.
Now he probably picked that up from somewhere. That's lovely. Now we're coming into the kitchen. You look at our little coal stove here. She must have done her cooking on this.
She used that until the day she left, which was about a year ago.
Really?
Going
She
to the
lived here
nursing
all
home.
that time?
All that time.
How old was she when she
She was
left?
in her 80s.
Oh my. Really? Then she must have been a young woman. The house was built in 1932, according to the Village of Mamaroneck's assessor's office. And a lovely sink, and she has a back door
This
here.
goes out.
I know what
hang her clothes here.
And place for a little wood pile to store her wood, and the coal buckets are back here. Yes. And the clothesline. And here's some clothespins still here. She must have had wood stored back here also. a very sturdy gate for a little tiny door. With cats coming in and out.
But she had him.
Oh yes, it was very compact. And this was the doorway to the house next door.
Well, no, I have property on this side, see?
You have what?
As I was telling you, this is where we were getting water in the basement.
Oh
and
yes, yes. And the
stone wall.
Up to the stone wall is the property. It's the 12 and a half feet. According to the assessor's office, the house is 10 feet wide.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
I don't know. I'm still waiting for Spinelli to give me my...
That's what it said.
10
It was
feet?
10 feet wide. It really is fine. Here we go into a little pantry that's full of shelves that I'm certain, and coat hooks back here that
She kept all her canned goods and...
this was right.
It was really like cold storage because there was no heating here, so...
And again, we have a different size window. Little tiny panes on top. And a door with an opaque glass. You just don't know where he picked up all of these things. This very cute little dresser that seems to be quite odd. Oh my!
Opens it.
Opens up? The
Yeah,
whole-
it needs work, strip
Yes.
the paint to, and
Clever.
then you even have a door to go down to the basement so you don't have to go out.
Oh, the cellar door.
Very convenient.
There is a tiny little window here in the stairway leading to the cellar. Again, it is a curved top, a cathedral top.
Careful on the steps.
Okay. We're going up the stairs, very narrow, winding stairs. You must be very careful. They are not too wide. I don't quite know how they brought all the furniture up the stairs. At the foot of the stairs, we have the bathroom with a little small tub, a wash basin, with a medicine cabinet, and again a rather large window for this small area, and a door with a huge mirror. Over, yeah. And another mirror here. It just seems to me that here we are in a bedroom here on the second floor. We have a floor grate from the furnace where the heat would come up from the floor grate. There we go downstairs. The heat's just coming straight up the grate. Heat rises. We also have there must have been some kind of a stove here connected to the chimney because there is a flue. What are these, Ida?
This was their closet. It's built right in here. Storage. This furniture came from upstairs because we're working upstairs. So this.
Look at that's wood carved.
This was when Mrs. Seeley slept here.
Yes.
Children upstairs.
Oh, I'm happy. These pictures that are up here they're here.
Yes.
We see a blue boy and some of us. Yeah. We have a vanity here, again with mirrors.
Maybe somebody will recognize that. I don't know who it is.
No, I don't know. That's a beautiful picture. I heard that Mrs. Seeley was a beautiful woman.
The daughter, they're all beautiful children.
Beautiful.
Son Tom had red hair, freckles on his face.
Really?
Beautiful people, too.
I also heard that Mrs. Seeley did have a beautiful voice. That
Daughter Lillian.
Lillian had
She
a
used to
beautiful
play the
voice?
piano and sing.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Where
And
did
Tom
she
played
play?
the violin.
So they were a musical family.
Yes.
Let's go up to the third floor. Again, a rickety stairway that we must be careful. When you go up these stairs, you do watch where you're going. Coming down is a little worse.
And let me tell you about this. This is the bolts I'll have to show you on the outside. It has cables, 2 on this side and 2 on the other side, to hold the house together, I guess. I'm not sure.
Cables?
I'll show it when we go outside.
On the outside?
Yeah.
Now, we do have a fake fireplace up here. Now, that's just a fake one. It almost looks like he wanted to, he found that somewhere, maybe on the side of the road somewhere, and it was a nice large size, and it just fit in the right spot, or he made it fit, that he then put it up here with a little small window on top, very odd-shaped window. Up here, in the 3rd floor, in the attic, but it really was a bedroom for the children. What is that, Ida?
This looks like part of a banister on the stairway.
That he used as a beam.
Just picked up all types of wood that he could.
You could see
Scrap.
there are all kinds. Some big, I don't know the names of them, but you could see that they are all different.
Banister.
We have another banister there. And again, an opening for a stove. A stove could be here to heat the place from the chimney, a flue. We're up here on the 3rd floor, looking out the window with a beautiful view of the entire village. I would think that in the wintertime, with all the leaves gone from the trees, you can probably see down to the Sound, that it is a straight view. And of course, we do have beautiful flowers along the wall there on the outside, with all the, if you will show your camera down at the different peaks of the roof, and you could see the roofing. There's like 4 of them. You say that this was you believe it started all with a chicken coop at some spot in here?
Part of one of those
Peaks.
peaks, I think, was a chicken coop, but I'm not sure.
Well, what makes you think that it was the chicken coop?
Because this is the stories handed down from my parents, and
Was there any kind of a map that ever said that?
we have a map that shows you, an old map of the property, and it shows you poultry coop.
The banister is sturdy. The stairs, even though they are quite narrow and very steep and curved, are very sturdy. They do not shake. The flooring is beautiful oak flooring, very tightly placed down. You do not see any cracks, that it is done beautifully. Mr. Seeley was a contractor, and of course lost all of business in the Depression. He just went bankrupt, and he built a house, I'm certain, the way he was used to building. A very sturdy, beautiful house, even though he used scraps from here, there, and who knows where else. Again, we have a different sized window. A nice big window. I would think that the window now looks out to the thruway, to the expressway, but I would think that back in 1932, when that tree was small, you had a beautiful view of all of the woods here in the Merrimack leading back up to Old White Plains Road. In coming down the stairs, I also notice that here on the 2nd floor, the windows are curved. And both windows here in the bedroom are curved in the same way on the top. Again, he found them somewhere. Very clever. As we proceed down to the 1st floor from the 2nd floor, I want you to notice the cement that he put here under the stairway going up to the 3rd floor. That seems rather strange because it is rough cement, almost like he wanted it that way deliberately. That was strange. He finished everything else so beautifully. Perhaps that was an afterthought, that he had to cover the bottom of the stairs for some reason or another. Why he even even has a little shelf right here coming down from the stairs, almost like as if he wanted to put some beautiful flowers or some pretty decorative piece there, that he was prepared to make this tiny house into a beautiful home for his family. As we've come through the house, we realize that he made a home for his family. We see it as something strange, something odd, but when you go through the house, you realize that this was a man dedicated to being a father, a husband, in really making a home for his family with whatever he possibly could get. This table, is this the table that was here, Ida?
Yes.
Oh my. Now we have tile work that, and with the little kitty going through. Hi there, kitty. This is one that was done. You could see how the tile, the decorated tile, he probably found in someone's finished house, was put in a design with the black ebony tile on top of it, just a plain metal table that he has made again into something beautiful and serviceable. This tile looks like it hasn't shown one bit of wear at all. Again with these beautiful wrought iron candlesticks. Truly was a home. We're now going to go down the cellar to see this little tiny narrow house, our little thin house here in Mamaroneck, does have a cellar. Now, even as you come out, you see a beautiful little metal piece here. He just put in little decorations wherever he could. Another tiny window, little tiny window panes. Here in the doorway leading to the cellar, we have beautiful carved work here. Perhaps it's one he even did it himself. He seemed to have been a very clever man. This is a cellar with why it has this pitched wooden roof coming down. I don't have the slightest idea. There is absolutely nothing on top but the roof. And the roof is peaked. It is really very strange. Perhaps that is something else he picked up and it fit there and he put it down. The stairs, again, leading to the cellar are sturdy brick stairs. Here in the cellar, the foundation is made of brick, stones, odd different kinds of shapes of stones, odd different bricks. It seems that what he picked up, what he could find, is what he used. We have wooden, excuse me, these are not wooden, these are stone beams to hold the sewer pipe. This is marble. Beautiful carved piece of marble. We don't know where that came from. Had to have been somewhere. Again, another beautiful stone to hold the sewer pipe. The beam, this main beam up here, we're told by an engineer, is from a train tie. A railroad tie? Uh-huh.
That's what I was...
And that really is the main beam holding up the house. We have, of course, a little tiny pot-bellied stove that leads directly to the chimney that went up through the house. And look, here's a window. Now, where this window came from almost looks like it came from a ship. And he has built a window with the recessed and covered so that the raccoons do not get in and the water still will not seep in. He really knew what he was doing in constructing this house. Now that's one kind of a window, and here in the cellar we have another crazy kind of window. It looked like one whole piece with a part that comes out I don't know what, no, it won't move, but nevertheless, there's panes of glass on either side. Almost looks it may have been a door of some kind. Let's see, do we have anything else that we'd like to cover?
No,
back here.
Are still here.
We have a bucket of nails that are here. For how rusty they are and all the different kinds, I would think that they're here from 1932. Little coiled springs. He probably picked them up to see if he possibly can use them at some time with a piece of coal. This place is probably where the coal bin was. I would think this is where the coal bin was. There is a rock that he built around here in the cellar, and just, I guess it was too much to blast at the time, and just utilized the space and made it into his coal bin. This is another railroad tie.
Yeah.
That's holding up the side of the house, and we have the stairways going up to the kitchen area. Yes, that is the coal chute. I bet that's the coal chute. I'm only remembering from my day that that would be the coal chute. The man would come in and just have his coal shuttle come on down, and you'd hear the click, 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 click as it would come down. It was a beautiful sound, particularly during the Depression, because you knew you were going to have heat. As we come off from the west side of the house here, we were looking at the cables that were holding it together, we noticed that there's a great big hook here. Now, and sure enough, it came off. And you just wonder what that hook was for. It must have held something there. It is too strong, too sturdy. It's got a nail to hold it. You really don't quite understand some of these things. Beautiful apple tree with the flowers. A rose bush here on the side. And again, you could see another window with the little tiny panes in it. We're now going inside for one last look. The mat here does say welcome, and we have certainly been welcomed by Mrs. Fernandez. Yes. Here in the living room, one of the pictures we see on the wall from when the Seeleys lived here is a religious picture with a little poem that says a house blessing. God bless the corners of this house, and be the lintel blessed, and bless the hearth, and bless the board, and bless each place of rest. And bless each door that opens wide, to stranger as to kin, and bless each crystal window pane that lets the starlight in. And bless the roof tree overhead, and every sturdy wall, the peace of man, the peace of God, the peace of love on all. Thank you. Ida, it has just been beautiful discovering all the little ins and outs of this home, because that's really what it was. It's really what it is a home. We thank you so much today.
Oh, it's my pleasure, and I'm glad you enjoyed it.
What are your plans for the house? I hear that you did just purchase it recently.
I really don't know what I'm going to do with it. I would like some suggestions. I've been told it should be a museum. It should be a little tea house. I've had a lot of people have all different ideas. I still don't know what I'm going to do with it.
So what, your granddaughter says a dollhouse? Well, yeah. So what you really are open to suggestions from anyone to what you could do with this landmark here in Mamaroneck.
Yes, I would appreciate it.
I'd also like to thank Mike Witch and the Mamaroneck High School team for videotaping us today.
Thank you, boys. Thank you, Mike.